Hi there Pisces, how are you guys doing? I really hope that this video finds you well. Welcome back to the channel. It's me Anisa from the Inner Stereo. This is going to be a love general messages as a general reading, so the rules might get reversed or it may or may not resonate with you. And if this reading resonates with you, there's going to be a link down in the description box below for a personal reading with me, okay? So in this reading, Pisces, is going to be a you versus them format. I'm going to be pulling card about who is it that we're going to be talking about today and what their current energy is like, your challenges, past, present, future from both parties, and we're going to clarify them. And I'm also going to be pulling some advice card for you by the end of the session, okay? Okay, Pisces, this person's current energy, they have the Two of Swords, the Four of Cups, and also the Hermit in upright position. I feel that this person right now, at this present moment, is really in the need of isolating themselves so that they could contemplate when it comes to this connection. Because I feel that at this present moment, this person is quite undecided and they're trying to think about this connection, but they're not really trying to think about it from their emotional perspective as of now. Okay. Now in the past, you have the Four of Swords and also the Three of Pentacles in upright position. I feel that it's already in your subconscious about, collaborating, compromising something towards the connection, because I feel that it's something that is not to be forced to you. You know what I mean? Like you didn't need someone to force you to do that because you would do it right away. It's like, it's something that is instinctual for you to collaborate, to compromise, to try to work on this connection, and etc. In the past, this person did see the value within this connection. They felt that if they were to be putting enough time, enough investment within this connection, that this could go on into something that is very, very good. But I feel that in the past, this person was also busy trying to make a name for themselves. They're also busy to try to do things for their own good as well. I feel that when it comes to this connection, you were more in the energy of wanting to collaborate or work together rather than them. Okay. Now in the present moment, they have the Two of Pentacles and also the Two of Wands. I feel that at this present moment, this person is just trying to figure out what is it that they want. They realize that the thing that they have in the present moment, or maybe their behavior, their attitude, their ways of thinking, is kind of like inside the box, and they're trying to figure out a way how to get out of the box. And I feel that this energy is not just for this connection per se, but it's also about their life in together. Okay, there's something here that they want to change about themselves. There's something here that they want to change about their life as well. Now, from your side, you're interesting because you have the King of Pentacles and you also have the Justice in upright position. I feel that at this present moment, you are very respectful towards yourself. You're starting to understand that at this present moment, what you are needing is security, a sense of stability, a sense of trustworthiness. And you are expecting a partner, or you're expecting somebody who you're dealing with to be in that type of matter. And I feel that at this present moment, similar to them, who's really not trying to decide anything when it comes to from our emotional, you're also like that because you have the Justice. There's something here that you want to bring about some sort of balance, in which we're going to clarify later on. Okay. Now, in the future, they have the Six of Swords and also the Star card in upright position. I feel that there is going to be a bit of an epiphany that is going on between this person, okay? And it is being triggered by you. In the future, you have the Four of Pentacles and also the Eight of Pentacles in upright position. I feel that in the future, what you guys are going to be solely focusing on is going to be your work, how you provide for yourself, your financial stability, and etc. Because again, as I said, that your energy is kind of like switching at this present moment. You just want to bring some sort of balance within your life. You are being very, very aware about like, okay, you know what? I need to stop depending on other people for my sense of security and stability and my sense of happiness. I just go figure out a way to do it by my own. And because of that, because of the changes that you guys are going to be going through in the future, I feel that at some point, slowly but surely, there's going to be a bit of a realization coming from this person that, you know what, maybe me and Pisces, I should be doing something towards Pisces. And I feel that this has a lot to do with divine intervention. It's either something is going to happen through their dreams, or they're going to be seeing like a lot of synchronicities when it comes to pushing them to do something when it comes to this connection, which we're going to clarify later on, okay? So let's get into your reading, Pisces, and let's start clarifying them. Because I feel that this person is just numb, like maybe they've been doing things in their life in a very autopilot mode, hyper independent, thinking that they don't need no one and they cannot depend on no one and everything like that. But now they're starting to think that, there's something that is missing in my life. I feel that I cannot walk or going on with my life feeling this numb. A sense of dissatisfaction towards their life, I would say. So let's clarify them. So I want to clarify that Two of Pentacles from their side first. Okay, so what this person is going through right now, okay, because of that dissatisfaction that they're feeling, not only, I don't think it has anything to do with the connection, but I think it has everything to do with how they feel about their life in general. I feel that in this present moment, should you expect some sort of commitment from this person, should you be expecting some sort of emotional gestures from this person, they're not in that energy. Why? Because they're dissatisfied with their life to a point that, I'm going to get, emotional things out of the way. And I want to figure out a way until I no longer feel numb. I no longer feel dissatisfied about myself or my life. Okay. So if you were to be coming to them with, urging them to commit, urging them for their responsibility, urging them to fulfill their promises, trying to get some sort of emotional connection out of this person, it is not something that they're so keen on doing. Okay. Let's clarify the Two of Wands. Let's clarify the King of Pentacles. Clarify the Justice. Okay. I think both of you are kind of like similar in terms of energy, because I feel that you're also like that. You know what I mean? Like right now, you just want to be focusing on the things that is just going to make you happy. And if it doesn't make you happy, it means that there needs to be some sort of restructuring within your life. And they're also like that, but they're kind of like getting emotions out of the way. And I feel that a lot of that has a lot to do with them looking out and see like, oh, my friends are like that. Oh, my family members are like that. They seem to have it all. There's a sense of them not liking their life at this present moment. Yeah. Because again, they're looking out and they're maybe seeing, YouTube videos about how people live their life. They see their friends, how they live their life, and etc. And it just doesn't bring them some sort of satisfaction towards their life. They feel that, yeah, how can I get what they have? Kind of energy, I would say. Okay. So from your side, you have the King of Pentacles, clarified by the Two of Wands, the Emperor, and also the Three of Cups. I feel that, again, at this present moment, what you guys are so focused on are just living your life. Okay. I feel that this week, especially this weekend, I feel that there's going to be a bit of an urge or push from the universe for you to surround yourself with your support system or trying to expand your network for a little bit here. But again, I feel that there's a sense of you being stuck. I don't know why that is, Pisces, but you just feel stuck. And yeah, I don't know, both of you have that energy, the sense of feeling stuck with both of your lives. So the Justice clarified by the King of Swords, the Nine of Cups, and also the Seven of Wands in upright position. I feel that when it comes to this person, you already have a conclusion that you make about this person. This person is, add an adjective to it, or I want to move on or to go on with this person only if they are like this, you know what I mean? And because you're starting to be aware of the fact that that is going to bring about some sort of emotional fulfillment from you. And again, as I said earlier, you don't care about restructuring this whole connection because you want things that just makes you feel pleased about yourself. Okay. Now let's clarify the future. So you're expecting some sort of changes from this person, right? You're expecting them to be more like you. And I feel that a lot of you doesn't understand why this person is behaving the way that they're behaving, because if you were in that position, you'd do what you'd always done. And you're confused. Like, why is it this person not doing what I am going to be doing if I were in their shoes? But the truth of the matter is, Pisces, you could never understand someone. That's the thing, like a few years back, I was dealing with a very toxic relationship and I got out of it. And I was talking to one of my friend who is a psychologist, and I was telling her, like, why is he behaving like that? And I just don't understand how he thinks. And she told me, like, you can never understand somebody because the way that they think, the way that they behave it is stemmed or is being dictated by, again, their past experiences. And you don't live his life, so you wouldn't know what he's thinking, what are his intentions, etc., which is correct. And I feel that you need to take that for yourself at this present moment. Like, you could never understand this person. You can never expect this person to do what you're going to be doing if you were in their shoes, because they don't live your life. They don't think the way you do. They don't feel the way you do. They don't operate in a similar fashion than you. You know what I mean? Now, in the future, Four of Pentacles from your side, clarified by the Nine of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, and also the Justice and Upright position. I feel that you guys are going to further put this person under evaluation because you're trying to, I don't know, I feel that you guys are kind of like putting them through some sort of punishment. And out of those situations that you put them in, you kind of like are expecting them to man up or woman up to become the woman or man that you're expecting them to be, because you know that if you were to be put in that situation, that's exactly what you're going to do. You know what I'm saying? Which is going to work in the future at some point. But the thing is that, as I mentioned earlier, you can never ever expect somebody to do what you are going to be doing should you be put in that same situation. Like you and I, we both go, like, this is a stupid example, but I mean, this is just like, to put it simply, let's say you and I, we both go to a haunted house, right? Or we go to an escape house. My way of reacting to things versus yours is going to be so different. And similar to them, you're expecting them to do something in exact fashion, the way that you are going to do, should you be put in that position. They will crumble, but they're going to be doing it in their own way. Okay. So, the Six of Swords, again, I mentioned, they're going to be coming at you slowly. And one of the reasons why they're coming at you slowly is because they're starting to realize that, is Pisces right now hiding something from me? Why is it that I'm not up to date with what Pisces is doing again? Yeah. Are they really emotionally detaching from me? What is going on, basically? So it stems from fear of losing, fear of the mystery, fear of you being gone, I would say. So practically they'd be doing like, okay, let me check or let me do something so that I could get assurance of what it is that I'm fearing, or on what it is that I am confused about, or on what it is that I'm questioning about. Okay. So I'm going to give an example. If you guys are in separation, they'd be like, hi Pisces, are you now in a relationship with somebody? Or if you are still together, they're going to see the change of behavior that you are exhibiting in the future and in and now. And they're going to be like, yo, what is going on with you? What's wrong? What's the matter? Because again, they have a lot of conclusion, and all of these a lot of assumption. And all of these assumptions, again, is different from the people to people. And this is general reading, so it's not a personal reading. So we cannot really specify what that is. But the examples are going to be like, okay, why is it that you don't care about me no more? Like, do you have somebody else? Or is your family influencing you to push me away? Or is your friends just influencing you to push me away? Like those kind of assumptions they would have in the future. And because of those assumptions, they'd be like, okay, I don't want to assume. I want to get straight to the point. I want to know what's up, and they're going to be doing something towards you. But I feel that you're not going to be very pleased about it because, again, the way that they do things is not what you're expecting them to do. Okay, so let's clarify the star from their side. Oh, you want this though. You want this very much. Okay. So the star clarified about the 10 of Wands, the 10 of Cups, and also the Hanged Man, right? As I mentioned earlier, they're going to have a little bit of an intuitive download where the universe is probably going to be putting you in their dreams, or there's going to be like a lot of synchronicities, or someone is going to be mentioning you in front of them or something like that, right? There is that connection. This is what frustrates me the most, is there is that acknowledgement that Pisces does makes me happy. And I do see the potentials with Pisces. They would work on it. But it's like they come and go, you know what I mean? It's not a very persistent, or it's not a very consistent type of energy. Because they're hyper independent, and it's a hyper independent type of energy, like them not really liking to depend their happiness upon somebody else. You might be dealing with a dismissive, avoidant attachment style here. But one of the things that I'm fearing the most here, Pisces, is because it's showing in the future. You have the 8 of Pentacles, clarified by the 3 of Pentacles, the Star, and also the 3 of Swords. Because I know what you want. That's the thing. I know what you desire. And I love the fact that you're respecting yourself in the present moment. But there is a high possibilities or a high tendency of you working towards this connection because it feels so fated, and you expecting the pain that it brings. Now, where does this pain comes from? We'll see in the next reading because this was the clarifier. But I feel that, again, because this is a general reading, I feel that the pain comes from the fact that I just don't get it. If I were in their shoes, I'd be doing this type of thing. Why aren't they doing what they're supposed to be doing? So it's like you're repeating a cycle here. It's not wrong to expect somebody to show up, you know? It's not wrong to expect someone to treat you better. But if they can't treat you better, it means that you need to be at a point where you're accepting that this person is never going to be able to treat me better. So it's either you would then have two choices, right? It's either you accept it or you leave it. I feel that you're trying to change the situations here. And it pains you over and over again because it doesn't show up in the way that you expected it to be. Now that you've lived this cycle for quite some times, you only to have two choices here, Pisces. Either you accept it and you lower your standard, or you don't accept it. Then you leave. There is a third option, is actually trying to work it out together. But again, this is a general reading, right? I'm not going to give a general advice because it differs from people to people. So let's just pull some advice card for you here, Pisces. Hanged Man, Hierophant, and also the 10 of Pentacles in upright position. I feel that the first thing first, your card showed up here. Okay. The first thing first that you need to be doing to yourself is here. You need to start respecting yourself and thanking yourself for being so brave, for being so patient, and for learning a lot. I feel that out of these experiences from you've learned a lot and you've gained like a lot of lessons. I feel that rather than seeing this from a perspective of very pessimistic of like, oh, it's not working at all. I'm wasting my time. Oh, I'm wasting my energy. No, you didn't waste your time. You didn't waste your energy. You've learned a lot of lessons and you've proven to yourself how exceptionally strong you are. Okay. Now, what's the next step? You have the Hierophant and you also have the Ten of Pentacles in our preposition. Now, this is the After Tarot deck, so it's going to be very different than the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot, okay? But as you can see that the Hierophant right now, he is showing the book. In the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot, he's not showing the book, okay? What does this mean? It means that I feel that at this present moment, you do have a standard or you have a criteria for your own on how you want to be treated, on what type of man or woman that you'd like to meet, and etc. Okay? How about you show the guidance towards this person? You show it. Look, I'm having a problem with you because of this. I would expect you to do this because it makes me feel la 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 la. I have a problem when you do this. Can it change? Like, be open about what is it that you're expecting them to do. You cannot put them in certain situation and expect them to do something like you would when you are in that situation. It hasn't worked and it will never work. What you can do about it is that you show them, this is what I want. You tell them. Well, I was stern about it, but like you just show them, like, this is what I want. And again, as I mentioned earlier, if you have shown them what is it that you want, it depends. Will they deliver? Will they do it or will they don't? If they deliver, lucky for you. Good. If they don't, then you have two choices. Accept or move on, because you have tried to change the situation. The next focus is the Ten of Pentacles. Rather than falling for anything that is of instant gratification, because I see you falling for instant gratification here, working towards something that you know is hurtful for you, just because at a brief moment it makes you feel, I don't know, seen, heard, validated, makes you happy for a little while, but your guides here and the universe want you to think of it from a long-term perspective. Focus on things that are long-term. Focus on things that are stable and secured in long-term. Understand that what you're feeling in the now is what you guys are going to be feeling 5 years from now or 10 years from now. Especially if you are dealing with somebody who has a refusal for change. What you're feeling in the now is going to be exactly how you guys are feeling 5 years from now and 10 years from now. Okay, so think of it in the long run. Stop falling for instant gratification, guys. Okay? So I think that is it for my reading for you here, Pisces. I hope that you find tons and tons of clarity that you guys been looking for. And I look forward to seeing you guys next week for another weekly reading. All right, bye-bye, guys. Have a great day. I love you.